Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to clean herring quickly and easily. This is a great skill to have if you love to eat herring, but don't want to spend hours in the kitchen preparing it. In this video, I'll walk you through the entire process, from start to finish. I'll show you how to remove the head, tail, and fins, as well as how to fillet the herring. I'll also give you some tips on how to avoid making a mess. So, if you're ready to learn how to clean herring like a pro, then keep watching. Before we begin, gather all the necessary tools: a sharp knife, a cutting board, a bowl of cold water, paper towels. It's important to use a sharp knife for this task, as it will make the process much easier and prevent the fish from tearing. There are two main ways to clean herring: the traditional method and the butterfly method. Both methods have their own advantages and disadvantages, so let's take a closer look at each one. Rinse the herring under cold water. This will remove any dirt or debris from the fish. Look at the head and tail. Using your fingers, gently pull the head and tail away from the body. The head should come off easily, along with the guts. Make a shallow cut along the backbone. Start at the tail and then work your way toward the head. Be careful not to cut too deep, as you don't want to damage the flesh. Open the fish like a book. Once you reach the head, you should be able to easily open the fish up. You will see the backbone running down the center. Remove the backbone. Using your fingers or a pair of tweezers, carefully remove the backbone. You may need to use a knife to cut through any small bones. Remove the skin. Starting at the tail end, gently peel the skin away from the flesh. You can use your fingers or a knife to help you. Rinse the fillets under cold water. This will remove any remaining blood or scales. Pat the fillets dry with paper towels. Your herring fillets are now ready to be used in your favorite recipe. Rinse the herring under cold water. Look at the head and tail. Using your fingers, gently pull the head and tail away from the body. Make a shallow cut along the backbone, from head to tail. Be careful not to cut too deep. Open the fish like a book. You will see the backbone running down the center. Cut along both sides of the backbone. This will create two butterfly fillets. Remove the skin. Starting at the tail end, gently peel the skin away from the flesh. You can use your fingers or a knife to help you. Rinse the fillets under cold water. Pat the fillets dry with paper towels. Your herring fillets are now ready to be used. If you are having trouble removing the skin, you can try scoring it with a knife first. You can also use a pair of kitchen shears to cut through the bones. If you are planning on using the herring for sushi, it is important to remove all of the bones. Herring can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 2 days. I hope this video has helped you learn how to clean herring quickly and easily. With a little practice, you'll be able to clean a herring in no time. This method is the fastest, but requires some practice. Hold the herring by the tail with your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, insert a sharp knife behind the head and cut along the backbone to the tail. Then, flip the knife over and cut along the other side of the backbone. The fillet should come off in one piece. This method is a bit slower than the one-motion method, but it is easier to learn. Hold the herring by the head with your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, squeeze the herring's belly to loosen the bones. Then, insert a knife behind the head and cut along the backbone to the tail. The fillet should come off in one piece. This method is the easiest, but it is also the messiest. Put the herring in a plastic bag and seal it tightly. Then, use a rolling pin or a hammer to crush the bones. Once the bones are crushed, you can remove the skin and fillet the herring. When cutting herring, it is important to use a sharp knife. A dull knife will make it more difficult to remove the bones and skin. If you are using the one-motion or squeezing method, it is helpful to hold the herring under cold running water before you start cutting. This will help to loosen the bones and make them easier to remove. When you are finished cutting the herring, be sure to wash your hands and the knife thoroughly. If you are making herring for a large group, you can save time by cutting the herring into smaller pieces before you start cleaning it. You can also use a pair of kitchen shears to cut the herring into smaller pieces. If you are using the plastic bag method, you can also use a meat grinder to grind the bones. Once the herring is cleaned, you can store it in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. Cleaning herring may seem like a daunting task, but it is actually quite easy once you get the hang of it. With a little practice, you will be able to clean herring quickly and efficiently.